So usually when you meet new Muslims or people who are coming into Islam, one of the things that really strikes a chord with them is the deeply baked meaning and structure to life within Islam, where everything has its place and it's not totally just up for grabs, senseless, randomized. It's all a structure of society. This is all power games. No, you know that this is all from Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Even the difficulty in it has deep meaning and fulfillment. So pain has a proper place. Grief has its own place, and these two things are beautiful when dealt with properly. It's not, your pain makes sense. It's not purposeless. It comes at a steep cost, and that cost, inshallah, is paid in the hereafter for you with perseverance and patience. So nowadays, when you have thousands accepting Islam because of Gaza, it's that point that really hearkens them and calls them, which is, if these people who have nothing to live for on a materialistic scale are yet becoming more closer to their Lord, calling you to Islam, saying, I accept the will of my Lord, Alhamdulillah, praise be to God. It's something that a Western mind cannot understand, that grief and pain are with deep meaning if accepted within the Islamic lens of Tawheed, and happiness. Because happiness is not something that is limited to this world. It's something that is reaped in the hereafter in its most purest sense. And many a times God chooses you, not afflicts you, He chooses you to gift you with suffering, to elevate your status to the ranks of the saints, because your actions might have not been enough to get there by yourself. And so Allah blessed you with it. This is what many of the scholars say about understanding grief and suffering. Likewise, it makes sense that when you have one of the greatest gifts of God, which is free will, to enact God's moral will upon this world as an agent, that people will abuse that. And that when they do, they will be judged ultimately with God, who is the all-just and all-powerful. And so it's this fine balance that makes sense of all situations in a perfect way that nothing else can give you. Christianity can't give you that. The Western psychotherapeutic paradigm of self-help and feel good and put yourself first, that's not going to give you that. Because none of it makes real sense. Islam does. And I think that's something that helps people.